A truly bizarre moment unfolded in Washington, D.C. last night, one that is bound to go down in political history. Donald Trump took the stage for the opening speech of the America 250 celebrations, marking the nation's 250th anniversary of independence. We were expecting grand promises and monumental claims, but right in the middle of his speech, with cameras rolling live, a sharp shift occurred. People began leaving the venue en masse, turning their backs on the stage. So, what exactly happened? Why did people flee out of boredom or frustration during a speech by a leader who routinely boasts about pulling off the biggest rally spectacles in history? Did everyone just collectively get tired of Trump all of a sudden, or does the conversation always loop back to the same spot, failing policies on the ground and hollow promises? Let's dive into this topic, analyzing it alongside the brewing crises in Congress and the deconstruction of last night's events. So lean back and let's get started. To understand the core of this story, we first need to look at the tone set for yesterday's event. This occasion was originally designed to be nonpartisan, a historic milestone meant to unite all of America. However, before Trump even stepped foot on stage, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy took the podium and called opposing artists who skipped the event libtards. That instantly soured the atmosphere. Using that kind of language at a national anniversary celebration created the first fracture among the independent voters who had simply shown up to celebrate their country. Then Trump took the stage and the speech abruptly shifted from America's future into a bizarre personal reality show. Trump announced that in August, they would launch a competition called the Patriot Games featuring high school athletes, which sounded oddly reminiscent of the Hunger Games. As people in the audience wondered, "We came here to hear a vision for America's 250th year. What is this?" The real bombshell dropped regarding foreign policy. Trump claimed from the podium that prices were tumbling down and demanded applause for his cabinet. Meanwhile, you could literally see the bewilderment on people's faces through the camera feed. The average person's reality with inflation simply didn't match the fairy tale being spun from the stage. As usual, Trump dedicated the largest portion of his speech to foreign policy and his ongoing war with Iran. He used these exact words: "Their military has been obliterated. Iran no longer has a navy, an air force, manufacturing, or missiles, and for the first time in 3,000 years, we have brought peace to the Middle East." But what is the actual reality? Let's break it down into concrete terms. If Iran is completely finished and wiped out as claimed, why is the Strait of Hormuz still closed to civilian shipping traffic? Looking at intelligence reports released just yesterday, nearly 2/3 of Iran's missile launchers actually survived the American strikes and are being dug out from underground. In other words, there is no finished war or one victory. Instead, there is an open-ended crisis costing hundreds of billions of dollars. Right as Trump was exaggerating these military triumphs and claiming he had lowered drug prices by 600%, a herd mentality took over. And as you can see on screen, people slowly began walking out. The success story coming from the podium completely clashed with the reality of the money in people's pockets and their daily lives. Now, some of you might say, come on, the man is saying America first and calling for unity. Why would people walk away? The truth is quite different. Behind the scenes, a brutal political war of revenge is taking place. Yesterday, Congress passed a war powers resolution to restrict Trump's war authorities in Iran, backed by a bipartisan coalition of both Democrats and Republicans. His own party has started questioning the war. In retaliation, Trump nuked a massive housing bill that would have directly helped American citizens. Furthermore, reports leaked detailing a heated, closed-door confrontation between Trump and Republican Senator Bill Cassidy. The senator reportedly told Trump, "Brother, this war strategy is failing," to which Trump snapped back, "Don't call me brother," and "sit down," before essentially branding the senator a lunatic. What we are seeing behind the curtain is a leader profile that resorts to playground-style bullying to silence his own senators. As the speech wrapped up, you could turn to mainstream conservative channels like Fox News and see Kellyanne Conway and Lara Trump claiming, "What an uplifting, optimistic, and inclusive speech." He extended an olive branch to his critics. Personally, I don't buy into either of these extreme illusions. On one side, you have a clear reality on the ground where people are walking away, leaving a visibly emptying venue. On the other side, you have a massive PR machine trying to market this as a historic triumph. It shouldn't be this hard to call out what is right and what is wrong. Last night, Trump did not look like a unifying leader. He looked like an aggressive politician backed into a corner, attempting to consolidate his base with promises of fireworks. Ultimately, the crowd that walked away last night proved one thing. The American people are exhausted by hollow slogans, endless wars, and spectacles designed to mask economic crises. When real data and daily struggles stare people in the face, it doesn't matter how loudly you shout from a podium, eventually people will just turn around and leave. That's all I have to say. Take care of yourselves, friends, and I'll see you in the next video.